Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. We start the show this week with an update on the Silver Spring Transit Center. The County Council has received the latest on the status of the Transit Center, and Susan Kennedy brings us up to speed on this critical project. Susan?
Lorna, the county is standing firm in its position that taxpayers will not be stuck with the bill for the repairs at the Silver Spring Transit Center, and that when the center opens, it will be safe for commuters. Recently, consultants hired by the county recommended the contractor use a 2-inch latex modified concrete to cover cracks and exposed steel supports in the transit center. Director of General Services David Dyes says the original proposal by the contractor to patch areas with an epoxy bonding was vetted and rejected by the working group.
Under the county's contract, and the county has very strong contracts for both construction and design. And under those contracts, the contractor must perform the work it's directed to do by the county and thoroughly bears the responsibility for all defective work attributable to the contractor. The same thing applies to the engineer. So to the extent that failures of design or workmanship are identified, the contractors and consultants must bear those costs. This is the letter to Folger Pratt.
Dyes has sent a letter to the contractor, Folger Pratt, reiterating that point. In the meantime, work has begun to repair the pore strips at the transit center. Dyes told us WMATA has said it will consider adjustments to standards in curb height, which he says will save time and money for the contractor. He says WMATA is standing by its memorandum of understanding with the county regarding the operation of the facility.
Metro senior management has clearly indicated that its intent is to accept and to operate this facility. And we've been working very, very closely with their senior staff and their engineers with that in mind. That is what our MOU with Metro has always contemplated, and Metro agrees and is adhering to that.
Councilmember Valerie Irvin represents Silver Spring. In the end, she says what's most important is a safe, usable facility.
Hopefully this remediation goes according to plan, and they fix whatever the issues are to make the Silver Spring Transit Center safe and beautiful and big and good for downtown Silver Spring.
In Silver Spring, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Executive Ike Leggett continues leading a delegation of local leaders on a trade and sister city trip to China. Among the activities that have taken place, the executive signed a memorandum of understanding with Pudong Province in Shanghai, and joining Leggett during the ceremony were County Economic Development Director Steve Silverman and council members Roger Berliner and Hans Rimmer. The China visit is leading an economic development and sister city delegation aimed at opening more doors for county businesses in China and encouraging China investment in high-tech and biotech projects in Montgomery County. A new online campaign is pushing for a change on the Montgomery County Public Schools calendar. My MC Media's Tamika Smith reports.
Treating people of different religions differently is a civil rights issue.
School closings on Christmas and Jewish holidays are a norm for many Montgomery County residents, but a growing Muslim community is pushing for school closings on their holidays, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. The online campaign Equality for Eid is pushing for a ballot initiative in the November 2014 election.
There's an inequity in the way Montgomery County Public Schools treats its Muslim students and staff compared to everybody else. We think that Montgomery County Public Schools should treat everybody equally, and treating one religion different than another is a civil rights issue.
The school board looked at the issue in 2012. The board declined to change the calendar, saying holidays can't be added based on religious reasons alone.
The only reason we have the Jewish holidays is that we had a lot of teachers staying out on that day. We can have tons of kids staying out because we can give them makeup work.
This mother says she'd prefer her kids to stay home, but they go to school instead.
That affects us as a family because it's a tradition that we want to celebrate together.
Laws prevent school officials from collecting data on religion, but this volunteer at the Islamic Center in Gaithersburg says the population is growing.
We have about 7,000 people who come for our annual Eid, which is like a celebration at the end of the month of Ramadan. And we have 400 students, young kids that come weekly for Sunday school classes.
New centers are being planned around the county in Germantown, Wheaton, and Potomac to accommodate a rising Muslim community. Community organizers of Equality for Eid say will show a greater need for closing Montgomery County Public Schools on 2 major Muslim holidays. For County Report This Week, I'm Tamika Smith.
The first annual Montgomery County Executive Hispanic Gala was a tremendous success. Over 800 people gathered at the Fillmore in Silver Spring to celebrate the contributions of Hispanic Americans in Montgomery County. Executive Ike Leggett hosted the event, which helped raise funds to assist Hispanic students achieve a high level of education.
This is Montgomery County. We celebrate the heritage, the contribution, the hard work for a Latino Hispanic community that has helped build this county and this great nation. And we do so with pride, respect, and with dignity. We do so to honor all of those who preceded us, those who had a much more difficult task, to make certain that we can celebrate tonight, to ensure that our children and grandchildren will have an easier time as they traverse through this great nation.
25 Latino students enrolled in Maryland colleges and universities received a $2,000 scholarship. The scholarship recipients were selected based on their academic achievement, community service, and financial need. They are majoring in engineering, biology, world health, bioscience, and cybersecurity, among other careers. All are attending 7 different higher learning institutions in the state.
This event gives students in Montgomery County an opportunity to reach a higher level education by providing the funds necessary to go to college, to go to universities. And not only that, but it provides hope for people who don't have the financial needs necessary to go to college.
The event helped kick off Hispanic Heritage Month in Montgomery County and the state of Maryland. Several local and state elected officials were in attendance to celebrate the students. Many of the recipients were dreamers, as defined by the Maryland Dream Act.
So we are here tonight celebrating, but we're also raising funds to support those dreamers, those students who want to be part of that labor force, who want to be ready, who are here to take it all in and move forward.
Also, as part of the program, an awards ceremony was included. MCPS ESOL counselor Maria Socorro Garcia was named Educator of the Year. Montgomery College President Dr. Darian Pollard was awarded the Advocate of the Year award. And United States Labor Secretary Tom Perez received the Public Service Award.
It's an honor to be here with the first Latino county executive in Montgomery County's history, Ike Leggett. But here in Montgomery County, we embrace our diversity. We embrace our immigrant communities that are doing so much for this county. We recognize that we're all in this together. We recognize that we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers. We recognize that we all succeed when we all succeed, but we all succeed only when we all succeed.
I had the honor and privilege to be the event's chair, and now the Montgomery County Executive Hispanic Gala will continue to be an annual marquee fundraising event to assist Hispanic students with necessary funds to continue their educational goals. When we come back, new traffic laws in the state can make you pay a hefty fine for driving and talking on the cell phone.
I'm Rockville 11's Bridget Suiso. Coming up next, we'll tell you how the city says thank you to its volunteers. When County Report This Week continues.
Are you sure they can recycle us, Clamshell?
Hey, Dome, we're on a new recycling postcard.
I can't wait to make a new start. Maybe I'll be a red carpet at a big premiere.
And I'll get to paint the White House.
Shh, here he comes.
Now you can recycle more plastics in Montgomery County, including #1 PET plastics such as clamshells, deli containers, trays, lids, domes, and cups.
We're in!
For more information on recycling, contact the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311. The wait is over. Recycle more plastics today.
And after school, the chess club will...
Wake up, kids! I am interrupting your morning announcements to let you know that Mid-Atlantic Federal Credit Union is proud to be sponsoring the Gazette's My Favorite Teacher contest. Nominate your favorite teacher online for a chance to win an iPad.
That's awesome.
All Montgomery County K through 12 students, visit favoriteteacher.net by October 7th for your chance to win. Who are you going to nominate?
Can't wait to get home and nominate my favorite teacher.
Yeah, me too.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The city of Rockville relies on the work of its many volunteers to help keep the community thriving. From the many coaches to the members of boards and commissions, volunteers in the city make Rockville a better place. Our Rockville 11 Bridget Suizo has a recap of an annual event that recognizes the work of Rockville's volunteers. Bridget?
That's right. They give up their free time, including evenings and weekends, all to give back to the city. And tonight, Rockville says thank you to its volunteers. A family-friendly movie night on the lawn of Glenview Mansion was the setting for the city's annual Volunteer Appreciation Party. It was a festive, appreciative vibe at the event, according to the volunteers in attendance.
Extraordinary. It's really, really great. I am impressed, and you can see around, everybody's happy here. They got a lot of smiling faces and full bellies, so everybody's really happy. It's great, super.
This event is a very generous thing that the city does. In fact, the whole recreation schedule of this city impresses me. They put on the car show, among other things, and they spend a fair amount of money doing it. And it is, of course, primarily for the benefit of the citizens here, but everybody who comes from far and wide also appreciates it.
Definitely get involved. Getting involved just helps you learn new things, and when you get involved, you can learn what you like to do, and it might help you in future things.
Rockville's District 17 expressed their gratitude at the event to Rockville's volunteers.
I think that the citizens of Rockville should say thank you, thank you, thank you to so many of the people who spend their time volunteering and making sure that things work right.
Well, I think it's really important. First of all, it's a lot of fun. You get to meet your neighbors and people from neighborhoods you don't even know. So that's a good thing. The other thing that I think is really, really good is that when citizens volunteer in local government, it's a great way to become involved, of course, but it's also a great way to kind of bring some humanity into government.
The opportunities for service not only enrich the community, but enrich you as a person. So I'm deeply grateful to the city, and I say to everyone, whether you want to go on transportation or human rights, or you want to go on economic development, get involved, because you'll enrich yourself as well as enriching others. So it's always been a wonderful experience here.
Well, I want to thank Rockville's volunteers, and that's why we're here tonight. It's a great night. It's nice to have a night like this to welcome and to reward volunteers. And volunteers really make so many things run.
To learn more about volunteering in the city, go online to rockvillemd.gov/volunteer. For County Report this week, I'm Bridget Suizo.
Identity theft continues on the rise nationwide, and on this police update, Sergeant Sean Renauer reminds us how to protect ourselves. Sergeant, what are some of the trends that you're seeing now?
Thank you, Lorna. Some of the trends that we commonly see are suspects that open up an individual's bank account. They gain access to it through various ways, through personal information. They have it transferred over into a different name of another unwitting victim. They will get credit cards in people's names, or they'll make checks up in people's names.
Can you give us a couple of tips on how we can protect ourselves?
Sure. The first thing that I would suggest that people do, when you take your wallet or your purse with you, try to limit the number of cards that you have with you. If you can take one credit card, that would be great. I know a lot of people, what they do in the back of the credit card, they'll write something to the extent of, please ask for identification. Do not carry your Social Security number with you. Another thing is the county provides free shredding on a monthly basis around the county, and you can bring your documents that you receive from the mail and have them shredded there. That helps not get them out into the public, because we do have suspects that will go into trash looking for personal information.
Sergeant, if somebody feels they've been a victim, what should they do?
They need to immediately file a police report. Please contact Montgomery County at 301-279-8000.
Thank you, Sergeant, for that update. Drivers, you better watch out. Starting October 1st, a couple of new traffic-related laws kick in. Using a handheld cell phone while driving is already illegal in Maryland, but it has been a secondary offense. Well, now it will be a primary offense. This means that officers will be able to stop drivers for the sole offense of using a handheld cell phone while driving. Texting while driving is already a primary offense. Another new law that will require that every vehicle occupant use a seatbelt or child safety restraint. Anyone over the age of 16 riding in either the front or back seat will be required to use a seatbelt. As law enforcement and officials piece together the puzzle of the tragic shootings that took place at the Navy Yard in Washington, D.C., we mourn the loss of two of the victims who were Montgomery County residents. Our thoughts and prayers go to their families, their friends, and their communities. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for watching. Middle school students at Rosa Parks in Olney had a real-life experience on social studies and civic life as they witnessed a naturalization ceremony in their gymnasium. MCPS TV has the story.
It was a day of celebrating and learning at Rosa Parks Middle School as 26 people from 23 countries were sworn in as U.S. citizens. The event helped to commemorate Constitution and Citizenship Day. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Associate Director Rendell Jones presided over the naturalization ceremony.
Congratulations to all of you. You are the newest citizens of the United States.
8th graders at Rosa Parks prepared for the event in social studies classes and participated in the ceremony as greeters, musicians, and witnesses.
We always talk about primary sources in terms of what we want students to be able to access to really learn about their world. And it can't get any better than this, to be able to actually witness the end of some very, very hard work, decades of work for some people who have really worked hard to earn their citizenship today.
You know, so often we talk about what it means to be an American in our social studies classes. We talk about the rights and responsibilities we have, but this is something that students don't get an opportunity to see. We had the poster contest where we had students design a poster congratulating the new citizens, and so we had several entries that were fantastic, some of which are out in our main foyer, and we had one winner who was able to present her artwork to the candidates today.
One of the newly naturalized citizens was MCPS 5th grade teacher Anna Giordana Richter, who reflected on what becoming a citizen means to her.
Well, it means that I belong to this country and I can vote and I have an opinion on what's going on in the country, and it means that I have all the rights.
Students expressed their thoughts on the day's events.
The best thing about being a U.S. citizen is being free.
It opens up a lot of doors and opportunities.
I'm very happy for everyone who's becoming a U.S. citizen today.
One of the most important annual lecture series of Montgomery College has received a donation of $15,000 from the Frank Islam Foundation. Danielle Stesky has the details.
Entrepreneur, author, and philanthropist Frank Islam is living the American dream. He went from being an immigrant from India to being one of the wealthiest men in the United States. Last year, he gave a lecture on the global economy and how to renew the American dream as a part of Montgomery College's Athenaeum Symposia Speaker Series. Since then, he has stayed very connected to the college and this summer provided a grant to the Montgomery College Foundation to support the compelling speaker series.
And I'm making this contribution to an extraordinary, remarkable institution, Montgomery College, because they play a pivotal role in creating today's students for tomorrow's job.
The lecture series kicked off its third year on September 10th with the naming ceremony of the Frank Islam Athenaeum Symposia, followed by the inaugural lecture presented by Frank Islam.
I think having a lecture series like Frank Islam Athenaeum Symposia at Montgomery College is an excellent opportunity for our students to get out-of-class learning experiences.
I think the Frank Islam Athenaeum Symposia plays a significant role in the lives of our students because they are exposed to experts who talk about international affairs, who talk about politics, who talk about economics. We also have Shakespearean actors, we have dance, and we have classical music concerts. These are things that are usually held at four-year Ivy League institutions.
Frank Islam's success story is an inspiration to the community, to students across the United States, and to the world.
One of the things that inspires me the most is that he values what education is. And the only thing I know for sure is that education can take you from where you are to where you want to be. And that's what his life represents. Hard work, education, and I'd also say a conviction about what the American dream is.
What we're here tonight to celebrate is Islam's dedication and resources to the school will allow the diverse community that is served by Montgomery College to intellectually broaden itself.
To find out more about the upcoming lectures, visit the website. For Country Report this week, in Germantown, I'm Danielle Stesky.
If your child likes gadgets, new inventions, robots, and hands-on activities, we suggest that you mark your calendar right away for the Mini Maker Fair. This will be a free family activity that will feature innovative projects created by inventors, crafters, hackers, and artists. Kid Museum and Montgomery County Recreation have partnered to host this creative and unusual festival for children of all ages. There will be over 60 booths of activities, including some pretty cool inventions from NASA. The event will take place on Sunday, September 29th at the Silver Spring Civic Building from noon to 5 p.m. When we come back, we'll tell you how a very creative entrepreneur made her passion a profitable business. Also, the county's Ethiopian community celebrates his heritage in Silver Spring. We'll be right back.
Sign up for Montgomery College Alert today. Receive college closing, delay, and emergency information via text message and email. The service also sends important information about Montgomery County weather and traffic events. MC President Dr. Darian Pollard was named the Advocate of the Year at the Montgomery County Executives Hispanic Gala, an event dedicated to helping Hispanic youth succeed in education. Dr. Pollard was honored for her commitment to teaching and learning while providing equity and access to all students. MC's Surgical Technology program has received an award from the National Board of Surgical Technology and Surgical Assisting for achieving at least a 90% pass rate on the Certified Surgical Technologist exam. The exam is recognized as the nation's foremost credential for surgical techs.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Have you ever thought about turning your hobby into a television show? Well, one Montgomery County resident recently decided to do just that. My MC Media's Sonia Burke has more from the Kenlands community of Gaithersburg.
There's a new show on your local cable channel. It's called Lip Gloss and a Sander. And we recently sat down with the show's creator and host right here in the Kentlands community of Gaithersburg.
Sound good?
This Kentlands backyard has been transformed into a virtual television set for the taping of the latest episode of Lip Gloss and a Sander. Host Bridget Edel is the star and creator of the show. What is this show all about?
This show is such a great idea, I think. It's just taking people out and about on yard sales and flea markets and finding a piece of furniture that they can redo in their own home. And so I take them back to my studio and teach them how to do it themselves.
On this day, Bridget is refinishing a planter alongside her friend Christy Swartz for the show's latest episode.
I like that it's something that anybody can do. Her projects are easy.
Generally, how long does it take to redo a piece?
Well, depending on the piece, it could take one afternoon to usually a whole weekend. Sometimes you have to wait for the paint to dry, and different temperatures, limit how much you can do over the weekend. But I'd say anywhere from a day to a weekend.
Inside, Bridget's home is a showroom for her work. One of her all-time favorite projects is her fireplace mantle.
And you can see the different dimensions of the colors here. And in a weekend, it took me to do this, so I was really, really happy and pleased, and I get tons of compliments.
The show's do-it-yourself host combined her favorite tools, lip gloss and a sander, to come up with the show's original title.
I thought somehow to put those together, and I just thought, well, lip gloss and a sander, it has a feminine feeling for having a woman in the garage in your studio being able to work on things that were typically in the past a men's job.
As producer, director, and editor, Robert Snip volunteers countless hours on the show.
It's comparable to HDTV programming, and I think we do not have less quality than they have with this show.
Every show I'm turning on TV now is a show about home improvement, and it's so popular, and I'm like, I just think that my show is just different because I'm showing you how to do it as opposed to doing a part of it and then calling a welder and having him finish it for you.
You can find out more about lip gloss and a sander on the mymcmedia.org website. For County Report this week, I'm Sonia Burr.
Now let's meet our pet of the week. Let's go to Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society. This week she brings us a female dog named Juniper. Kathy?
This is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And this lovely lady that I'm here with now is Juniper. She's about 1.5 years old, and she's a lively girl. She loves everybody. She's a lot of fun. She has a lot of energy, and she could use with a little training. She walks decently on the leash. She would be probably better with maybe something like a freedom harness that allows her to not pull you around. She does very well with some positive reinforcement. She's very friendly, though. She's a great girl. She has been here since May. So this poor dog has been desperate to get out of the cage and go home with someone. But the mere fact that she's been around since May means that everybody here at the shelter loves her. They all know she's got a great personality, and we are desperately, desperately trying to find a home for this lovely girl. So come on down to the shelter in Rockville. Visit Juniper. Like I said, she's a great dog. Give us a call at 240-773-5967, or you can visit Juniper and all of her great friends down here at the shelter at mchumane.org. Remember, always consider adoption first.
And now mark your calendars for Green Fest on October 5th. Downtown Silver Spring is going green and hosting environmentally themed vendors, activities, games, and educational opportunities. The Silver Spring Green Fest is a free, fun-filled day for the whole family that will take place at Veterans Plaza starting at 10 a.m. on the 5th. For more information, visit this website. And here are some sights and sounds of another festival that recently took place at Veterans Plaza. Thousands gathered to celebrate the Third Annual Ethiopian Festival. With music, traditional foods, and crafts, it was a celebration for the entire family. The all-day activity gathered the fast-growing Ethiopian community in a joyous spirit.
It's a great opportunity to recognize and celebrate the contributions that the Ethiopian immigrant community has been making here in Maryland. And we have great music and great restaurants and great civic action from our Ethiopian friends and neighbors.
With that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember that we want to hear from you, and we invite you to join the Opinion Forum at engage.montgomerycountynd.gov. We would also like for you to like us on Facebook. Join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.